Good morning. Today we will discuss regarding drilling machines. The drilling process is an extensively used machining operation by which through or blind holes are cut or originated in a workpiece. So by using drilling process, you can produce the through or blind holes in a workpiece. So holes of different diameter ranging from about 1 mm to 40 mm that you can produce. Holes of varying length depending upon the requirement and the diameter of the drill. So in different materials, excepting very hard or very soft materials like rubber and polythene, etc. So you can produce the drills in a different types of materials. So this is a basic drilling machine. So the drilling tool is called a drill, which is a multi-point cutting tool. So in a diagram, you can see there is a column, then there is a spindle into which you can hold a cutting tool that is called a drill. So there is a feed change lever. By using that lever, you can move the spindle along with the drill in a downward direction. At the bottom, there is a base. On the base, there is a bed or it is a work table onto which the work that can be fixed. The hole is produced by axially feeding the rotating drill into the workpiece. So when you start the machine, the drill starts rotating, and by using the feed change lever, you can, or by using the lever, you can move the spindle in a downward direction. So the moving or the rotating drill, it is fed against the stationary workpiece. So that principle that is used in a drilling machines. So rotating drill, it is fed axially in a downward direction against the stationary work. So that is a principle used in a drilling machines. So we will see the basic parts of the drilling machine. So it consists of base, column or pillar, arm, work table, drill head, feed mechanism to obtain the different speeds, spindle, drill jigs, that is a work holding device, then chucks, electric motor, pulley or gears. So you can see the basic drilling machine. So on at the bottom there is a base, then there is a rack and pinion mechanism to move the work table in a upward or downward direction. Then there is a table. At the top there is a electric motor. Then there is a that motor, it is connected to the step cone pulley with the help of V belt, and that power from the motor it is transmitted to the spindle. In the spindle there is a drill that is fixed inside the spindle. So the drill, the rotating drill, it is axially fed in a downward direction against the stationary workpiece. So that is the principle that is used in a drill machine. Now we will see the classification of drilling machine. So drilling machines are classified as: first, that is a portable drilling machine; second, sensitive drilling machine, it is again subclassified as bench mounting and floor mounting. So when the drill machine it is mounted on a bench, it is a bench mounting machine. When it is mounted directly on a floor, it is a floor mounting machine. Third is upright drilling machine. It is subclassified as round column section and box column section. Fourth is radial drilling machine. It is subclassified as plain, semi-universal and universal. Fifth is gang drilling machine. Sixth is multi-spindle or multiple spindle drilling machine. Automatic drilling machines. And last category, it is a deep hole drilling machine. It is subclassified as vertical and horizontal. So this is regarding the classification of drilling machine. So the first category, that is portable drilling machine. So this type of drilling machine can be operated anywhere in workshop. So it is used for drilling holes in workpieces in any position which cannot be drilled by a standard drilling machine. So when standard drilling machine, it is difficult to use at particular place, then you can go for this portable drilling machine. It may be hand operated, but most of the machines are electrically operated. At the bottom, the two diagrams that are shown, the diagram at the left hand side, it is a hand operated drilling machine. Generally, it is used by carpenters. And again, at the right hand side, it is a electrically operated hand drill machine. But most of the machines that are electrically operated, now all the carpenters that are used, that is electrically operated drilling machines. The maximum size of the drill that it can accommodate is not more than 12 to 18 mm. Only small size drilling holes that you can produce by the portable drilling machine. So you can see electrically operated drilling machine. So on the floor, on the wall, you can put the holes in a particular component by using electrically operated hand drill machine. Next category, that is a sensitive type drilling machine. It is subclassified as floor mounting and bench mounting. When it is mounted on a bench, it is called bench mounting sensitive drilling machine, and when it is mounted directly on a floor, it is a floor mounting sensitive drilling machine. So it is used for drilling small holes in light jobs. So it is only used for the light work. The base of the machine may be mounted on a bench or on the floor. It consists of the vertical column, horizontal table, a head supporting the motor, driving mechanism, and vertical spindle. So you can see in a diagram, there is a base, then there is a column, vertical column, round column, then there is a arm. At the top, you can see there is a driving mechanism to rotate the spindle and vertical spindle in which the chuck that can be held. There is no arrangement for any automatic feed of spindle. The drill is purely fed into the work by hand control. So by operating the hand feed lever, so you can see in a diagram there is a hand feed lever. By operating that lever, you can move the spindle in a downward direction. So it is a hand control. As the operator senses the cutting action at any instant, it is called sensitive drilling machine. Now the adjustments that you can obtain from sensitive type drilling machine to locate the workpiece are: first adjustment, the head and table. So head means it is a top portion where the spindle and drill it is located, that is called the head, and the table where you clamp the workpiece or the work holding device, that is called the table. The head and table may be moved up and down. So you can move the table as well as head in a upward or downward direction along the column. That is the first adjustment. Second adjustment, the head and table may be moved in an arc of 180 degree around the column. So you can rotate the head as well as the table in an arc of 180 degree around the column. So these are the two adjustments that you can make in a sensitive type drilling machine. Now next category, that is upright drilling machine. So this machine is designed for handling medium size workpieces. In construction, the machine is very similar to sensitive drilling machine, but it is larger and heavier than sensitive drilling machine. A large number of spindle speeds and feeds may be available. Upright drilling machines can be drill holes up to 75 mm in diameter and up to 350 mm deep. So this can also use for reaming and tapping operations. There are two general classes of upright drilling machine. First class or the first type is round column section, so that is also called pillar drilling machine. And second type, that is a box column section, it is called upright drilling machine. So the first machine, that is a round column section, means it is a pillar drilling machine. So this is a pillar drilling machine. So it consists of round column mounted on a base, an arm, and a round table assembly and drill head assembly. So you can see there is a base, there is a column, then on the column there is a round table, and at the top there is a head, that is called the drill head assembly. And at the top there is a driving mechanism. The arm and table have three adjustments for locating workpieces under the spindle. So the adjustments that you can make in a round column section are: the arm and the table may be moved up and down on the column. So you can move the work or the table as well as arm in a upward or downward direction along the column. Then second adjustment, the arm and the table may be moved in an arc up to 180 degree around the column. So these two adjustments that are also you can observe in a sensitive type drilling machine, but in this type of machine one more adjustment that you can make, that is the table, that is a work table itself may be rotated in one in 360 degree about its own center. So you can rotate the table around its own axis. That is a third additional adjustment that is made in a round column section, that is in a upright drilling machine. Next is the upright drilling machine, that is a box column section. In a box column section, so it consists of the box column mounted on a base, an arm, then round table assembly and drill head assembly. Heavy box column gives the strength and rigidity to the machine. The table may be raised or lowered by an elevating screw. The arm and the table have three adjustments. The arm and the table may be moved up and down on the column. So the arm that can be moved, because it is a box column on which the arm it is mounted. So there are the guideways that are provided at the front face of the box column, on which the arm and the head can be moved in a upward or downward direction. Also the table that can be moved in a upward or downward direction on the column. The table may be rotated in an arc up to 180 degree around the column. So the table only that can be rotated in an arc of 180 degree, and the table itself may be rotated in 360 degrees around its own axis. So this is regarding the box column section, that is upright drilling machine. So these are the different parts that are given in an upright drilling machine, that is the base, then the column. So it is common parts that is for the upright drilling machine, that is combined for the round column section and box column section. So first it is a base, then the column, then the table, then the head, spindle and drill head assembly. So that is a mechanism that is given, and the spindle drive mechanism. Then next is radial drilling machine. So radial drilling machine, it is designed for medium to large and heavy workpieces. It consists of heavy round vertical column mounted on a large base. The column supports the radial arm, which can be raised or lowered to accommodate workpiece of different height. The arm may be swung around to any position over the work bed. So this is a radial drilling machine. So you can see the various parts of radial drilling machine. So bottom part, it is a base. On a base, the heavy round column, it is mounted at one end, and at other end of the base, the table it is mounted, it is stationary. Then on a vertical column, the radial arm it is mounted, and on a radial arm there is a drill head that can be moved horizontally along the radial arm. That is a one more additional adjustment that you can make in a radial drilling machine. So drill head that can be moved horizontally, that cannot be possible in other types of machines. So parts of the radial drilling machines are: first is base. So it is large rectangular casting finish on its top. A column is supported on its one end. A work table is supported at the other end. In some machines, T-slots are provided on the base for clamping work to serve as a table. Then second part, that is a column. It is a cylindrical casting that is mounted vertically at one end of the base. It supports the radial arm which may slides up and down on its face. So that radial arm can be moved in a vertical or downward direction along the column. An electric motor is mounted on the top of the column for vertical adjustment by rotating the elevating screw. Next part is radial arm. The radial arm is mounted on the column, extends horizontally. Guideways are provided on a front vertical face of the arm. So that guideways that are provided on an arm for movement of the drill head in a horizontal direction. So drill head is made to slide on the guideways provided on the arm. The arm may be swung around the column. So you can rotate the radial arm along the column. In some machines, swinging motion is controlled by a separate motor. So automatically by starting the motor, you can swing the radial arm around the column. Next is drill head. So you can see the drill head mounted on a radial arm. The drill head is mounted on a radial arm. It drives the spindle. It has a mechanism for driving the drill at multiple speeds and at different feed. Drill head slides on the guideways provided on the arm. After the spindle has been properly adjusted in position, the drill head is clamped on the radial arm. So that is the adjustment made for the drilling work. Then next is the spindle drive and feed mechanism. The motor is mounted at the extreme end of the arm. The motor drives a horizontal spindle which runs along the length of the arm, and motion is transmitted to the drill head through bevel gears. By gearing arrangement within the drill head, the speed of the spindle may be varied. In some machines, a vertical motor is fitted directly on the drill head, and through the gearbox, multiple speeds and feeds of the spindle can be obtained. So these are the parts of the radial drilling machine. So the first, it is a base, that is already it is told, base. Then the column, cylindrical column. So column, it is a cylindrical casting that is mounted vertically at one end of the base. It supports the radial arm which may slide up or down on its face. An electric motor is mounted on the top of the column which imparts vertical adjustment of the arm by rotating the screw. Next parts, that are radial arm, that is mounted on a column, extends horizontally over the base. Then the adjustments of the radial arm, it is given that you can move the radial arm in a vertical upward and downward direction on the column. Also you can swing around the column. Then the drill head that moves, that is mounted on a radial arm, and it can be slide or move horizontally along the guideways that are provided on a radial arm. And with the help of driving mechanism, you can obtain different speeds of the spindle. Then the spindle drive and feed mechanism, that is that we have already seen, the different drives and the feeds that can be obtained by that mechanism. Then the next category, that is gang drilling machine. When a number of single spindle drilling machine columns are placed side by side on a common base and have a common work table, the machine is known as gang drilling machine. So for this machine, the speed and the feed of the spindles are controlled independently. So you can put the different speeds and feeds for every spindle. The series of operations may be performed on the work by simply shifting the work from one position to the other on a work table. Each spindle may be set up properly with different tools for different operations. So you can uh, perform the different operations step by step. So on a first spindle, you can produce the pilot drill. Then in a second column, the that drill, bigger diameter drill that you can produce. On a third, you can produce the rimming operation. So like that. So this machine is specially adapted for production work. So you can see there is a separate columns, single spindle drilling machine columns are separate. There is a common work table and the common base. At the bottom there is a base, and at the middle portion there is a common table. The work, it is shifted from one spindle to another spindle for different operations. That is called a gang type drilling machine. Then the multi spindle drilling machine. The multiple spindles are placed side by side on a common spindle head. So there is a common spindle head on which different spindles that are arranged on a common base and common work table. The speed of the spindles can be controlled independently, but feed is same for all spindles. You can put the different speeds for the drill or the spindles, but feed is same, means you can move the drill head at the you can move the drill head in a downward direction. So the feed, it is same for all the spindles. So these machines are very useful when a number of parallel holes must be drilled in a part. The spindle head can be replaced by another head designed for some other workpiece or to perform some other operations. This machine is useful for mass production work. So this is a multi-spindle drilling machine. There is a common head, and at the bottom you can see the different spindles or the different drills that are mounted on a common work head. So when you move the work head or the drill head or the spindle head in a downward direction, all the operations that can be performed simultaneously, because feed is same for all the spindles. You can put the different speeds for the spindle. Automatic drilling machine, it can perform a series of machining operations at successive units and transfer the work from one unit to the other automatically. Once the work is loaded at the first machine, the work will move from one machine to the other, where different operations can be performed and the finished work comes out from the last units without any manual handling. That is called the automatic drilling machine. Then deep hole drilling machine. Special machines and drills are required for drilling deep holes in rifle barrels, crankshaft, long shaft, etc. So the machine is operated at high speed and low feed. Sufficient quality of lubricant is pumped into the cutting points for removal of chips and cooling the cutting edges of the drill. So the long job is usually supported at several points to prevent any deflection. The work is usually rotated while the drill is fed into the work. This helps in feeding the drill in a straight path. In some machines, both the work and the drill are rotated for accurate location. So the machine may be horizontal or vertical. Now we will see some drilling machine operations. So various operations that you can perform on a drilling machine. So some operations are drilling, reaming, boring, counter boring, counter sinking, spot facing, tapping, lapping, trepanning. So first operation, that is a drilling. So drilling is the operation of producing a cylindrical hole by removing metal by the rotating edge of the cutting tool, that is called a drill. So center punch is used to produce an indentation mark at the center. The drill point is pressed at this center point to produce the required hole. So that is a drilling operation. Next is reaming operation. So reaming is the operation of accurate way of sizing and finishing a hole which has been previously drilled. So you cannot originate a hole, or you cannot produce a hole by reaming operation or by a reamer. So it is only a finishing operation. In order to finish a hole and to bring it to the accurate size, the hole is drilled slightly undersized. The tool used for reaming operation is a reamer, has a multiple cutting edges. The next operation, third operation, that is a boring operation. Boring is performed due to following reasons. First is to enlarge a hole by means of an adjustable cutting tool with only one cutting edge. Second reason, to finish the hole accurately. And third is to correct out of roundness of the hole. So you can correct the out of roundness of the previously drilled hole. The cutter is held in a boring bar which has a taper shank to fit into the spindle socket. It is throughout enlargement of a hole. Boring operation, it is a throughout enlargement, that is called the boring. Then counter boring. So counter boring is the operation of enlarging the end of a hole cylindrically. It is not throughout enlargement of the hole. So it is a enlargement of the hole up to certain distance, or enlarging the end of the hole. The enlarged hole forms a square shoulder with the original hole. So this is necessary to accommodate the heads of the bolt, studs and pins. That is called a counter boring. So to accommodate the heads of the bolt, this operation it is performed, counter boring. So the heads of the bolt that will be accommodated in a enlarged hole. Next is counter sinking. So it is the operation of making cone shaped enlargement at the end of the hole. So only the end of the hole that can be enlarged, conically enlarged. So it is done to provide recess for countersunk screw head into the hole. So accommodate the screw head, countersunk screw head into that enlarged, conically enlarged portion. So you can see in a diagram the enlargement, conically enlargement that is made in a workpiece. Next is spot facing. So spot facing is the operation of smoothing and squaring the surface around a hole for the seat for a nut or a head of a screw. So you have to remove any burr or any other portion around the hole to sit to make a seat for nut or head in an assembly operation. A counter bore or a special spot facing tool may be employed for this purpose. Next is tapping operation. It is the operation of cutting internal threads by means of cutting tool, that is called a tap. When a tap is screwed into the hole, it removes metal and cuts internal threads which will fit into external threads of the same size. So this is a tapping operation. So tap, it is held in a tap wrench and it is rotated in a previously drilled hole, that is to produce the internal threads. Then some types of drills that are shown, that is flat or spade drill, straight fluted drill. Then the different types of shanks, that is parallel shanks, taper shank, twist drill, that is shown in a diagram. So this is regarding the drilling machines and its operations. Thank you.